3-0 this year when they wear the Reds, and 8-0 in the red unis with Brian Dutcher as the head coach. UNLV controls the opening. Gibbs Lawhorn had 21 in the win at Utah State on Tuesday. Locates Stephen inside for 2.
You got to make some threes to beat this team because, unfortunately, 49% of the field goal attempts against San Diego State are threes, which tells you it's hard to get it inside that three-point line.
Hamilton for 3, and this one is good for Kamani Hamilton. Told you he has not made a start, but he says, I'll do whatever the team needs, and Brian Dutcher likes having him come off the bench. Offensive rebound and put back by the impressive freshman LZ Harrington.
Yeah, I like him a lot. This kid is going to be, and he's shooting the ball. He's 12 for 30. Doesn't take a lot of threes, but he is shooting a great percentage, and he's the preseason. That's a good cut.
And finish. Harrington on the wing. And again, UNLV packing it defensively, but Dixon Waters shoots it over everyone.
He plays guys with 2 fouls in the first half. He's number 14 in the country in that regard. So we're going to see him back. And there's the roll by Farrell Compton.
Taj DeGorville has checked in for San Diego State, a Las Vegas native, as Bird gets the bounce.
You know, whenever we come here for the Mountain West tournament, I always think the rim. They got some friendly rims here. I'll tell you, that was a friendly rim.
First lead today for San Diego State. Williamson from the outside with the answer.
And you know, that was a good three-point shot.
Gibbs Lawhorn still on the bench with 2 fouls.
You know, they'll probably keep him on the bench as long as they stay within striking distance. How about this kid?
Such a great story, Walter Brown.
Look at the help. I mean, that's some serious help right there.
Green to Williamson, hits again. A 5-point UNLV lead. UNLV swept the season series from San Diego State last year, trying to make it 3 in a row, and the turnover there leads to 2 points. Heidi cuts right through the lane and lays it in.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big mistake by Stephen. He just didn't find Heidi, and he was there and go steal the ball. And I would say, you know, you're like an animal that goes to forage for food. Wherever you see you see the ball that you think it's a piece of food, and you go get it. It's unbelievable.
Dixon Waters jumper, and they're calling that a 3 for Dixon Waters. Gibbs Lawhorn playing with the 2 fouls. Gets his man in the air, and a beautiful move by Dre Gibbs Lawhorn.
It helps to go against this defense when they're not set up. Ooh, got away with one there.
Fleming wide open, drills it. Harrington to Bird. That's a deep 3. It's good for Miles Bird.
Having a good year, but tonight he has been the best player on the baseline.
It really is.
He's on the
Can't even see him. Quick shot is there for Dixon Waters, and that is 1,000 for his career. Yet to score here in the first half. Gibbs Lawhorn trying to get around Davis, and he does.
Great footwork there.
Yeah, San Diego State has 8 players who have spent at least 2 seasons with the Aztecs. So DeGorville counted in 1 for the Las Vegas native.
Taj DeGorville here does a good job curling off that screen.
Tay Simmons goes up for the rebound. It's a 12-2 run for the Aztecs.
It's like all those years, that's a good pass.
Bird for 3, yes! Gibbs Lawhorn with the shot clock at 3. Doesn't get the bounce, tipped up by Brown, followed by Benobi is there. A big bucket for UNLV to close out the first half.
The field, UNLV's taking a lot of threes because that is the trend that happens against San Diego State.
Aztecs 12-1 when leading at the half this year. The only loss.
And, you know, you got to reverse the ball from side to side, too, because these guys pack it in as good as anybody. That tough shot. Good check.
Gibbs Lawhorn knocks it down, and now he's in double figures. And a great play by Bird. The steal flies in and throws it down.
He has such anticipatory skill. How he anticipated it, made the steal, and finishes with a dunk.
In the last game, he's only attempted one shot today. Gives Lawhorn well short, but a whistle inside. Bodies collide. That's Stephen and Heidi. Nearly traveled. Gets rid of it. Fleming thought about launching again. Now trying to go at Dixon Waters.
Look at the help that came in there from people. Oh, that's what we want to see Jones do. Blocker in the league, but he's also really good with the ball.
Get out. Gibbs Lawhorn on the attack off the glass. Yes. A dozen for Gibbs Lawhorn.
That's another two-point shot now for UNLV, and that one was in the half court.
And the finish for Miles Bird.
UNLV.
To Gorville. And he connects.
Stephen late with the help that time.
Which is what they're coming off of Wednesday night at Grand Canyon. Trying to get right back in the win column and go to 8-1 in league play. Simmons on the block. Good move off glass.
He's had a couple of bad ones in this game. Really bad.
And that's goaltending. Jones. Newman on the drive. How about that?
Doesn't score much. This just was not good defense. But Narby's got to really...
De Gorville left alone. Step back three is good. Jones at the free throw line. This one goes in.
Well, this kid's starting to feel it, I'll tell you that. They got to do it down this end. Their defense was good for a lot of this half, but not the last few possessions.
Yeah, Aztecs have made 5 of their last 6 shots. Heidi trying to keep it going. He does. Too easy off glass down low.
Way too easy.
Hamilton, physical defender. Newman was looking for a call.
There was a lot going on there.
De Gorville. Boys, he played well today. Gibbs Lawhorn still yet to hit a 3 today. He's 0 for 6 on the drive here. Able to score off glass.
You know, San Diego State switches 1 through 5. That time Miles Heidi switched to Gibbs Lawhorn, and he just took him with the left hand.
This crowd at UNLV trying to encourage the Rebels to make a run. A steal by Jones. He flies in. Boy, did he get up there. Back to the Tyron Jones jam. And watch how high he gets up.
What a great getting in that passing lane.
Crowd making noise. 5 to shoot. Bird, deep 3.
You gotta be kidding.
Miles Bird.
And then Miles Bird, you know, the only thing I'll say is he was so deep, but Gibbs Lawhorn should have had his hand up at least.
And to be fair, in this day of craziness in college basketball, the names haven't changed all that much for the Aztecs, and that factors in. That was Tay Simmons, the freshman, with a nice... Shot clock winding down. Gibbs Lawhorn finally has his first 3 of the day.
And it really happened with defense. You know, now they're a little better offensively, no doubt, but defense.
Gibbs Lawhorn, 2 more. He's going to end up with 27 points. 10 seconds left. Harrington tracks it down, and the Aztecs get right back in the win column. After their loss on Wednesday against Grand Canyon, San Diego State goes to 8-1 in the Mountain West.